On November 16th, President Trump awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom to 7 notable individuals.
It was an extension of an original medal that Harry Truman began to give in 1945, and he really looked at it as a civilian honor to those who had assisted with the war effort in World War II. But when President John F. Kennedy was in office, he chose to make this sort of a more personal medal of honor.
That means that more than 500 distinguished individuals have received the prestigious medal from 11 presidents for their contributions in the arts, economics, science and medicine, diplomatic and humanitarian efforts, philanthropy, law, and other areas. And of course, a host of politicians make the list.
It's typically meant to recognize those who have had or done significant service. It's really the highest civilian award that exists within our government. The president appears to be thanking them not just for their service to the country, but for their political service to either his party or really their work as a politician.
On Trump's list this year is Miriam Adelson, who the White House cites for her contributions in narcotic addiction research and the 2 substance abuse research centers she founded, as well as her philanthropic contributions.
Miriam Adelson. A medical doctor, Miriam has dedicated her life to fighting addiction, something we're all becoming all too familiar with.
But what Trump failed to mention is that Adelson donated at least $87 million to Republican candidates in the 2018 midterm elections. That figure, combined with donations from her husband, billionaire casino tycoon Sheldon Adelson, makes the Adelsons the biggest political donors of this election cycle.
There is a side of this award where it does seem to be that the president gives this award to those civilians who've been particularly helpful to them. There is this desire to kind of want to see things in a quid pro quo fashion. And I think much of that is actually related to how poorly President Trump and his administration have distanced himself from his own businesses. So part of this is also brought on by, I think, the president's really behavior with regard to business and his own self-interest.
Ultimately, awarding the Presidential Medal of Freedom is the president's decision. But while Miriam Adelson's achievements are undoubtedly impressive, the price tag of her GOP donations has raised speculation about Trump's motivation, or perhaps incentives, for the award. Still, Trump is not the first president to award the medal in a way that could be interpreted as a partisan thank you.
It is true that people who have been helpful on each side of the aisle have received these awards. President Bush saw Dick Cheney as the Secretary of Defense during the first Gulf War as having been someone deserving of this medal. Bill Clinton in 1995 recognized Lew Wasserman, who is an entertainment executive and was a major donor to the Democratic Party in the 90s. George W. Bush recognized Charlton Heston, who, while he was not an individual personal large donor to the Republican Party, he was a spokesman for the NRA. Barack Obama also gave this award to Warren Buffett, who has been a longtime donor with the Democratic Party and certainly supported his efforts.
The United States is proud to recognize Dr. Adelson for an incredible career and record of service to her community and the country.